once we get married, we need to sit down and talk to each other and ask each other, who's your go-to if we ever need money. In friendship? Who do you think you can contact? Imagine when someone tells you, for example, you collectively, you've come down together, all your assets collectively, 5M. Then
I have a debt for 20M.
Someone tells you they have a debt for 20M. How do we have a debt for 20M and our assets together collectively is 5M? How are we going to pay for that? Even if your man is doing everything, there's still something that you're bringing to the table, and it can have an impact in terms of growth in the family. And it's these fetishes that make your partners go outside to look for people to satisfy their fetishes. You need to talk about these things. What is your fetish?
What if they have weird fetishes? No, what
you
do?
Say he needs to know.
Different pages, different pages, different pages, different pages. Same book, same book. Different pages, different pages, different pages, different pages. Same book.
Guys, my name is Zaitun Kubitu.
Hi guys, my name is McKenna.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon.
And this is Different Pages, Same Book podcast. Hey, welcome guys. Today it's another good topic. First of all, I hope you guys have been tuning in. I hope you guys have been subscribing. Please. I hope you guys have been sharing with your fellow friends and family. Please, to support Mazi, we're putting in all the hard work. Just watch, share, like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe.
Leave a comment, whether positive, negative, so we can know what to do better and continue doing.
Yeah. Hey, today we're discussing a topic that is absolutely essential and very, very important. Let me just say that in bold, highlighted, and in capital letters. What are some of the must-have conversations you need to have with your partner before you say,
I do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, before we even talk about you saying I do, I just want to hear, like, what is your dream engagement? Or what is your dream engagement party like? Ooh. How would you want your partner to propose to you? Or what proposals have you seen out there have you seen happening to people out there that really stood out to you and you're like, girl, that girl must have had, that proposal was bomb. It was fire. Now, kwa wale wajolewa, this is the opportunity for you to say it so that your partners hear it and they better start planning for that shit.
Let's start to the ones wajolewa basi so we can know.
Sheldon?
Dream engagement proposal.
Yes.
Something like a rooftop setup and there's a sunset. You know, that kind of vibe. And it's damn decorated nicely, you know, flowers, candles, because it's already sunset. So like it's becoming kind of dark and everything, you know. Yes, that kind of vibe.
Would you want people to be there, like your friends and family, or you want something intimate?
For that, I think friends and family. I mean, to witness what is happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to know that you're going in for your proposal, or you want it to be a celebration?
I want it to be a surprise, bruh. I want it to be, damn. Okay, you did it. Yeah,
you
a
want
surprise.
To cry.
Yes, I want to cry and feel it and take it in, you know, at that moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm next because sisi ndo tujolewa.
Apparently.
You know, I was about to say something different. I was going to say, first of all, I want intimate. I just want me and my partner.
Really?
Then when we are back, we can have an engagement party and invite close friends and family to celebrate our engagement. If money allows it, that's what I would want.
That's also nice.
So it won't... And then when you said on a rooftop, I was like, damn, that's really nice. And you almost made me change my mind, because can you imagine, like, on the tallest building, for example, and it's a helipad building, and it's like it's one that has a helipad, very well
Exactly.
decorated. You land with a helipad,
Helipad.
and then oh my god,
Such kind of vibe.
yes. You know what?
Continue dreaming.
but
It happens.
I need you to know. For me, I need you to know the kind of ring I'd want.
Oh yes, that's important.
That doesn't mean that I want a very expensive ring or a very big ring. It could be a simple small ring, but it needs to be one that I want. And like, I mean, you're supposed to be wearing that thing every other time,
day.
and you need to be proud of it every day, actually. So me, I want you to know what kind of ring I'd want. I'd like you to know, of course, where would I want it to be? It's cliche, but at the beach. I want it to be like some sort of dinner setting at the beach.
That's
If it's at
cute.
night, let
Very
it be
cute.
at night with like a bonfire so far away. Something, yeah. And then we can just have the proposal. Very simple. However, not. And there has to be a photographer and a videographer on standby. But now, just us two. Then, when you're back, we can invite friends. And
You want to know
and,
it's happening?
and surprise them, and we'll be like,
And do you want to know it's happening or it's being a surprise?
No, actually, I don't want to come in and see those big signs for "Will you marry me?" Because
ushajua, yeah.
it's a proposal. Me, I want it to be like, I think we've just gone on vacation and all of a sudden it's "Will you
being
marry
proposed.
me?" Yeah. You get my point.
Even if it's a
get it.
surprise, he needs to like prep you, tell you maybe get a nice dress, make your hair.
That's why I'm saying
make your
vacation, because
nails.
vacation by all means you'll do
Even
your
if
hair,
it's
you'll
not like
do your
vacation,
nails.
even
Yeah.
if it's not like vacation vibe, like you just be ready. We are going somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't know where, but
Yeah.
be ready.
Yeah.
Look nice.
Look nice.
Anakuita tu umetoka ukika sijui
Sijui
aje.
aje.
Hey, lazima ukae fiti. It's a one-time
true.
thing.
Yeah. Then now on the engagement party, then you can have those things for "Will you marry me?"
Me,
And yeah.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
Makena?
That's fascinating. Me, I'll talk about a proposal I saw online. This one was nice. This guy made a destination proposal. He flew the parents and close friends to that destination.
Very well organized.
Yes, he flew the parents and friends like a day before. And then they came in with the girl
Like the
next day. And then they spent like the night at a hotel. And then he hired a helicopter for them to go around. So the girl thought the girl has never been in an helicopter, so she thought they are viewing the city.
The city, yeah.
So then after they went around the city, the guy told the lady, "I want you to blindfold yourself. There's something I want to show you."
Ooh.
Then he had this massive setup. Now you see the one you're talking about.
But
Will
you see,
marry
she was
me?
told to blindfold herself.
Yeah.
That's a bit okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the beach, and it was so massive with a lot of flowers and
Like
all
the
that.
deco is
And the parents
giving.
were there, his parents were there, and the close friends. And now they were like this side and this side, and all of them were holding flowers. So when she came in, everyone was handing a flower without her knowing.
Now it made
she's
a big
she's
bouquet.
still blindfolded. So
Yeah.
they're handing over flowers.
Flowers.
So she's
So
holding
it's
and now
like,
she's worried. Wait
it's
a
like a
minute,
big-
wait
Okay,
a minute.
okay.
And then when she got at the front, she took off the
Blindfold.
blindfold. And then she was like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" And the man was down, and the
is
ring
nice.
was
I
there.
think it's also nice to have your family and
Yeah.
friends. It's actually
Exactly.
nice.
The
Mm.
lady
actually
was
nice.
in
'Cause
tears.
but-
She couldn't even hold it
That is
in.
so
She couldn't.
nice.
That
so
stood
nice.
out for me. And later on, guess what? This guy must have. He has money. He gifted her a car for the
Really?
proposal. Yeah.
What car?
Yeah, I mean,
It was a G-Wagon.
Listen, Listen, the minute you fly someone's family
Yeah,
out
and
to
your
go
family,
propose,
yeah,
then for sure you have
the
money.
guy
But
was
I really like
loaded.
that. I think I wouldn't mind having family and friends as long
Yeah.
as they're not there when it's getting proposed. After I've been proposed to and I've been emotional, then you guys come out and then
So
I see you.
your
That would
point
be nice.
is you don't want us to see you being emotional.
You can't
Why?
be, but I don't need to see you while me I'm being emotional. You guys can see me.
Why? Oh,
Okay, or maybe
What?
we can like be maybe
don't want
it's
to
down
see
in the
you.
beach
And
and
you
they
guys are
have an
watching from
upfront.
somewhere.
Even that is
Oh,
also
that's
nice.
also-
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
also
So that I
nice.
feel like I just want it to be just us two.
Just you two, but
Yeah.
we can see
Then
what's
you guys
happening.
can see. Then you come out of nowhere. Then I'm even more surprised.
Yeah.
That would
yeah.
be lovely.
Okay,
Anyway,
that proposal
that's
stood
a really
out for
nice
me. It was
proposal.
like something I would
You
want
want.
for me.
It's a really
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
proposal.
Mm.
Okay, now let's get into it. You've been proposed to, right? In your dream proposal. And you said, what do they normally say? Will you marry
Ask
me?
the way
Yeah,
the
I
ones who
will.
have
I
been
will.
yes.
So you've said I will. Now after I will, the next thing is I do.
Yeah.
Before you say I do, what are some of these things that you guys really need to talk about and discuss? And that is the conversation we're having today. So I want us to approach it in a more, I don't want it to be very tight-shipped. Like I'll ask you questions. It's a this or that kind of question.
Yes.
You say this or that. And if it's neither, you give us your reasons and stuff like that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me start with with one that people don't talk about because they think it's obvious. Sexual expectations. Why am I saying I think it's obvious? Because in the beginning, things are usually flowing and people have time. But in real sense,
And you're
most times
new.
after people are married, the sex life starts being a bit shaky from what we've heard from married people. So do you feel like it's necessary to have that conversation? So the question is, how do you keep talking about this? Like, how would you approach like that topic altogether?
Whew. Okay.
Where I don't think even people talk about this thing.
They don't talk
because
about sexual expectations.
I don't think because in your wildest dream you don't imagine that your sex life will
Be
die
affected.
or be affected.
Yeah.
But the sex life is affected by whether when kids come along.
Yes.
The sex life is affected.
Yes.
Now you have a whole family to look after,
Yes.
so you're always either busy looking for
yeah.
income.
Yes.
I don't know even how will people approach this.
I think you need to sit down and talk and ask each other. Okay, what you need to have this. What does our sex life look like right now? Do we think that it could be better? Are we content, or do we think that it could be better? And once we're married, what is the expectation? Are we supposed to maintain it? When we need to be open to the fact that it's going to be difficult to maintain it. So what do we do and stuff like that?
Hey, but
So,
obviously,
and remember kuna watu wanakuanga na fetishes,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
And
true.
it's these fetishes that make your partners they go outside to look for people
Yeah,
to
they start
satisfy
cheating,
their
yeah.
fetishes. You need to talk about these things. What is
Yeah.
your fetish?
Yeah.
What if they have weird fetishes? No, what
You
do you
say
do?
he needs to know.
But he'll still go outside to get people to satisfy that weird fetish.
Okay,
that
now
he
we're
has.
not talking about that. We're talking about how can we get into
Approach
marriage
it.
in a manner that even if he does go outside to get those fetishes fulfilled, it's not like you're also not fulfilling them. So okay, maybe he likes to have a golden shower here and now, like one every 2 months.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can you fulfill that?
Now that's the question.
Those are the questions you need
You
to
have
be having.
to sit down and have a conversation about.
But I think it's a topic most couple won't approach. No, there's no couple that thinks
Their sex life is
will
going
be
to
affected in any.
So the this or that I have for that is frequent but predictable routine, or less frequent but always spontaneous.
So you said
Frequent
frequent,
but predictable,
Unpredictable.
or less frequent and always spontaneous. Frequent and predictable,
Oh, okay.
or would you have frequent and predictable,
Predictable.
this or that, spontaneous and less frequent?
Spontaneous and
And
less
less frequent.
frequent.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
also agree
if
with
it's
that.
predictable, now maybe that day you're not feeling it, and it's something you've said, it's
Something that is
spontaneous and
supposed-
predictable.
Yeah.
So now today I'm not feeling
Spontaneous
it.
and less and
No.
and predictable.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Predictable and
frequent.
Spontaneous and less
Now
predictable.
this is something we've set it to be frequent and
less frequent and spontaneous.
no, we've set it to be
Frequent
frequent
and predictable.
So now I already know what
It's
you're about to
happening.
do,
Yes.
what time we're doing it.
all
and
that.
and what's the problem with that?
It gets boring.
It can get boring. However, remember, people stop having sex in marriages because life is demanding. So you find that there's no time
Time
to
to
even be
get
spontaneous.
intimate.
We'll start arguing. Maybe today I'm so tired and I can't have.
Then you set it for tomorrow. Or you go out on a date on Saturday and
That's
you
how
have
you'll
it.
keep postponing it.
You'll postpone
Let's
and
do it tomorrow.
yeah.
He comes, he says no
Not
today.
today.
Let's set it tomorrow. She comes, says
So ni wako umelala jioni ametoka kuona maboys kidogo kidogo amekuja shakuamsha. Tunataka
That's okay.
spontaneous.
Yeah, for me, that's okay.
Okay. The next one I'll ask, this or that. Partner practices a different religion but loves blending traditions, or no religion at all but fully supports your and respects yours. If they were like that, would you want your partner to practice a different religion but loves blending traditions, or no religion at all but fully supports and respects yours?
So, okay, go first.
I'll rather have him have a religion and love all traditions.
And loves blending traditions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because these are two different people with different types of religions and all that.
And traditions. Yeah.
Yes.
I am probably I'm married by someone who's coming from different traditions. And it will be hard to be together with someone who hates a certain tradition, and they love you as you, but they hate where you're coming from.
The question is no religion at all, but fully supports and respects yours.
Yours.
What would you pick? Do you want them to have a religion, right?
Yeah.
Practices different religions,
Yes.
but loves blending traditions, or no religion at all, but fully supports yours? If I was to pick one, why are you practicing different religions?
Different religions.
Oh, you said
Practices different religions, but loves blending traditions.
I get it now.
Or no, yes.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'd rather have him
No religion.
No religion at all,
but he
fully
supports
yours.
yeah.
Because practicing different religions, that's
Weird.
weird.
It is weird.
Today you're here, tomorrow you're there.
Yeah.
Today is a
Have one
Christian,
stand.
tomorrow is a Muslim,
Yeah.
next week is a Hindu, the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, have one stand. And if you don't have any, just stay without.
So
Yeah.
in all honesty, at the end of aside from this or that, you need to discuss religion.
Yeah.
You need to
Religion.
discuss.
That's important.
Are you religious? Will you be
Yes.
religious as a family? You need to discuss, if you are religious, where are you going to be worshiping at?
Worshipping, yeah.
Are you strict to that place, or are you open to changing? Are you expected to be going to church every day? You need to discuss these things. As a family, are you expected to be going to church every day? If not, do we expect to raise our kids to be going to Sunday school every day?
Sunday.
These are the
Yeah.
conversations you need to have. Yeah.
And especially when you're coming together from different religions, it's a must-have conversation. Because imagine you're a Christian and he is a Muslim.
Yeah.
That's
For example,
why you get conflicts in marriages through religion. So you need to sit down and accept, either are you converting or you will accept me as a Christian,
everyone to stay
and you
in
as
their
a
own
Muslim, and I
religions.
am okay with you practicing your religion, and
He's okay with-
And we'll support each
we'll
other.
support each other. And if there is ever a need for me to feel to convert to your religion,
Then
you'll still
We'll
accept
still have-
me then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like
Yeah,
Zaitun, the way you've been raised in a family where your dad is Muslim and your mom is Christian.
Yeah.
How did it go about it? Like, were you like forced to be on one side of the religion?
I'll say they didn't have a conversation before. The conversation they had was my mom was going to become Muslim. And they even had an Islam wedding, and she was a Kaslimisha. And she was given a name. My mom is called Aisha.
Okay.
But while in the marriage, they realized that it's not working for them. And they changed it. My mom now went back to Christianity, and my dad is still Muslim. I'm not sure how they went about that, but I know for sure my dad was very supportive. And now it goes back to maybe they had a discussion of ukishindwa, when you're not able
It's
to go
okay.
on, give it a try, please, my
Yeah.
love. If you're not able to go on, then it's fine.
You
You
can-
can switch back to the religion you've always
religion.
known.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to you as
And
their
that was
kids,
a good thing.
yeah,
your
to you
dad
as
did.
their kids, you were not forced like,
No.
you're supposed to be Muslim, you're supposed to be Christian.
No, we weren't forced, but I remember when once we grew of age, everyone made their decision. I remember there's a time, like my brother, I think at some point he even used to go to madrasa very early on, and then at some point we all went to church, and then after we grew kidogo, my bro went back to Islam. May remained in the church.
In the church.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they went about that. I wouldn't know. Maybe ilikuwa ile bahati nasibu. I don't know. Probably they had a bit of a rift, but at the end of the day,
They
as we
came
didn't
into
know,
an understanding.
so
yeah.
behind the scenes, as we thought,
You
both
thought
parents are
are
supportive
okay, yeah.
and are okay, and I think that's what matters
Yeah,
at the end
that's
of
what
the
It
day.
really matters
and
with-
it didn't break the
when it
marriage.
comes to
Marriage or
religion.
affect you as
Because now
kids,
it
other
can also
kids.
affect the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
So religion is a must-have discussion.
It is a must-have discussion. Parenting styles. Strict parenting with clear rules and routines, or free-range parenting where kids have more freedom to explore. Pick one. Strict parenting or a free-range parenting?
I don't know if I can become a strict parent, honestly.
Really?
Why lie? Of course, you have rules and boundaries, but I won't be that strict.
Me, I know when I become a parent, I'll be a strict
Yes,
parent.
obviously you will.
I think I'll be a strict parent.
Knowing me, I'm a strict parent.
You
Yeah,
are a
we
strict
know.
parent. You are a
It's
strict
not even a
parent.
question. But I don't think that's something you can discuss before you say I do. I feel like it's something that comes naturally. Like
Once
When
you
the
have
kids
kids.
once you
come
have
in
kids,
the picture.
once you have kids, and with time you'll notice either your partner is just that freelancing parent that you're saying, the parent who is always saying yes to everything.
Everything.
And now you have to step in as the other parent to be that strict parent. I think it's not something you can discuss, because you find there are families where both parents are super strict. Yeah. And you find there is families where both parents do not have rules. It's do what you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think it's something you can discuss, because you do not know what after you have these kids, how within yourself, how it will
Change you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
okay.
true. But even if you're freelance parents, have some rules either way.
Yeah,
not
for sure.
everything
Not
is
everything
okay.
is okay.
Yeah, have some rules, not that strict and not that freelance.
But like freelance can mean, this I don't know if I call her a socialite or a known person in South Africa. Her name is Mbaure. You know Mbaure?
I don't know.
She had a baby child very young, and I remember one time I was watching her on this show, Netflix show for Young, Rich, Famous, and
Famous,
Africa,
yeah.
that one. And she said that her 16-year-old daughter lives next door to her. So they have this house, and next door is where
her
because the
daughter
child said she
stay.
wants freedom. She said, okay, if you want freedom, fine.
Get your house.
Akamchukulia nyumba. She's still the one paying rent,
Yeah.
but she got her own house just close to her next door. Her own house, everything decorated and everything. And everyone who had that in that show at that moment was like, Nini, what exactly are you saying? Just because
she's
you're
just
afraid.
16.
And she's just 16. And when she's going to sleep, she's in that house and you're in this house. So also it comes to what you said, like even that in as much as it's not a discussion to be had at that point, I think you can just touch on it.
Yeah.
Just ask such a question. If our daughter at 18, 16, 15 told us she wants her own house, would you let it? Would you allow it?
Yeah, no, you
Because I
sit
can
down
see
and
you'll be the
agree.
freelance here. Would you allow it? Then you hear what he's gonna say. Then at least you can agree on
On
you
something.
see if you can agree on such things when it comes to that time. Ati they come and say, ati now me I want to move in with my boyfriend at 18. But because now you're of age according to the Kenyan law,
then
you want
it's
to move
when
in
you-
with your boyfriend at 18, would you allow that?
No, then
That's-
at that point it's when you as parents join forces.
Yeah, and
No matter,
unite.
even though he is a freelance parent
Yeah.
and you are that's when you join
Yeah.
forces, you
Forces and
become
unite.
Yeah. So you can ask each other those very tough questions before,
yeah.
so that you gauge and see if you'll be on the same page. Yeah. Okay. Something else. Bills. Split every bill 50-50, or pay proportionally based on income. So split every bill 50-50, or pay proportionally based on income, or have one person cater for the bills. This is
Okay.
now this or that or that.
This or that or that.
Okay, if my partner can cater for every bill, why not? But I would rather say the proportional according to income.
Yeah, because if you go 50-50,
There is no harm with you helping your partner pay for bills if you're making
money.
But if he can pay for everything,
If you're making more than him.
if I'm making more than him, that's when we are saying proportional. I'm not saying I'm catering
Yes,
for every bill.
yes.
Now it's where
Pay
I come in.
proportionally.
I start paying for certain bills,
Okay.
but that
okay.
depends on the income I'm
making.
making,
Yeah.
not because we've put it as a rule. We can put it as a rule, but now if you don't know tomorrow, maybe I might not be earning enough. So I think in this situation, you have to step in when you see things are not going the right way.
Yeah.
It's like there's a certain day I had some lady talk on the show, and she said, I might look stupid, but there is a point where my husband had lost everything and people thought I was stupid by catering for every bill, including his bills. But when he catered for everything. So why not cater for everything until he goes back to his feet?
That's good. And that's wise.
Yeah.
And most young marriages or young people don't see that.
Don't see that.
Because you see, and I'm saying young because with our parents and our grandparents, it was always the woman is at home, the wife is at home, and it's the man providing. So when the man no longer has an income, he goes back home, and what can the woman provide?
Nothing.
Because it's you go, you look, you find the food, you bring the food, I make the food. If you're not bringing the food, I have nothing to make. But right now, I think it's important to have that conversation. For me, I think I'd also go with proportional. Ideally, I would love if they catered for everything.
Yeah.
And then my money can now be used for things like savings and investments. But yeah, if I was to pick one, proportional.
Yeah.
Sure.
Even me, I'd pick proportional. That's being fair to all parties.
Yeah.
Because when you say 50-50, maybe my 50 is not enough to cater for
Yeah.
that 50%, and yours is enough to cater for even more than that 50%. So being proportional, that's okay.
And like
To
for
be
me,
fair.
growing up, what I saw with my dad, he used to send money to my mom. My mom does
Everything.
plans everything.
Yeah.
So he used to send the money, and then my mom just knows, okay, school fees is needed here, bills, water bills have to be paid here, we need to do this here. So she was the one doing planning. So you can also bring it. Okay, now the other question: would you bring it all together? Would you disclose everything in that marriage, like in terms of what you're earning, or?
Yeah, I think it's important before you say I do. This means you've fully trusted this person to be your partner.
To be your partner
so
for life.
I do not understand why your finances should be a secret.
Okay.
True.
If I earn a certain amount, it should be disclosed to my wife and vice versa. And this helps the family grow. In various areas, because there is no day I will go sit down and look at a house and imagine this house would be ours and try push the money to go there if I knew definitely my man makes this money and I make this money, we cannot afford this kind of house. Maybe we can settle with this one and later on we can build to this one.
this
You
one,
understand?
I had another one now that you
Yeah.
touched on the house. Also seems a bit not too. It doesn't seem like it matters, but I think it matters. In
So
terms
first,
of
before we agree,
Proportional.
disclose.
Yes.
Disclose and
Yeah.
proportional.
And proportional.
I think it's the only way you can
Only
grow.
way you can
Yeah.
grow.
Because in
Yeah.
as much as maybe even if your man is doing everything, there's still something that you're bringing to the table, and it can have an impact in terms of growth in the family.
Yeah, true.
Something else now that you've touched on dream home, and then so this or that, like live in your absolute dream home but with high costs, or an affordable good enough home with more financial freedom. Remember, if you're living in a house that costs 150,000, 200,000, the costs are also high because that house is obviously in a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
There are things that are expected to be catered for in that neighborhood. Like I know a friend of mine who was telling me his parents pay 10K, what is it called? Service charge to maintain the estate every month. That is everything in the estate, the gardening, the electricity, the whatever.
The garbage.
Yes.
That means
so,
120,000 per year.
Yes. Yes. Imagine. That's a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
So now the question is, live in an absolute dream home with higher costs, or an affordable home with more financial freedom?
Affordable home with more financial freedom. Definitely, because less stress. Let me say that when you have financial freedom, there's less stress and there's more less fights within us. Let me tell you, finances bring fights to marriages. So financial freedom is a way to go. Yeah,
Affordable home, financial freedom.
Affordable home. If it's our dream home, it's something we have built ourselves. Yeah. So if it's a dream home, it's not rentals or something for a dream home. It's something we've built ourselves. That is where we choose the dream home. But if you're still renting and all that, something affordable for everyone to be comfortable with. So the expenses can be that high. Come on, you're 120K. That's a lot.
That's for service charge.
That's a lot.
In a year.
120K ni vacation ya mtu bana. Yenye amesavia the whole year. So it doesn't matter. But anyway,
if
as
you have
long
the
as
money,
they're paying the 10,000, it means they can
if
afford
they can
it.
afford it, it's
But
okay.
it's conversations you need to have
Yeah,
so that you're more
yeah.
realistic when it comes to it. Okay, what decision are we making based on what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's someone I know who was telling me their friend rented, because they realized renting houses in Nairobi is expensive and they wanted a really nice house. They rented a piece of land for like 5 years. I don't know how they did their math, but for them this was cheaper. Then he works somewhere where he can access containers very easily. He got like 5 containers, put them up in that place. from the outside you're seeing this house is a container.
But
when you get inside, oh my goodness, it's a dream.
I've seen such houses.
It's a dream.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's an absolute dream. And
them look so
even
nice,
if you have your own piece of land, but you're sitting down, you're doing the calculations with your partner, you're like, building our dream house is going to cost 10 million. Why don't we get the containers? We make it look pretty and it will still work for us.
It will still work.
Yeah.
If both of you agree that is.
Yes.
That's
Something else is credit and debt. So, marry with 0 debt but a mere credit score, or high credit score but some shared debt coming into the marriage.
Come again.
Okay. So when you take up loans, you have a high credit score based on how you're taking loans and paying it back. So if they have would you rather 0 debt but mere credit score, like a bad credit score, or high credit score but some shared debt going into marriage? I think it depends on the kind of debt. I think it depends on the kind of debt.
Like how
Imagine
how
when
much?
someone tells you, for example, you collectively, you've come down together, all your assets collectively, 5M. Then
I have a debt for 20M.
someone tells you they have a debt for 20M. How do we have a debt for 20M and our assets together collectively is 5M? How are we going to pay for that?
Yo,
It depends.
and your marriage.
I think it depends.
Marriage is a whole other thing.
For me, I'm not sure which of the two I'd pick, honestly.
McKenna.
Big shared. He has a.
Let the ones who have married tell us.
Let me say this: the immediate time they have a huge credit score, it means they are making that much money. To have
that kind of
score.
Okay.
Yes. Let me tell you, better banks don't give you what you don't give them.
Yeah.
You have to give them for them
you
to
just
give
take
you.
the person with that huge amount of
So
debt.
now, as you said, we'll first look at the debt that is coming into the marriage. But I would rather choose the high credit score.
Okay.
That means we can do a lot.
So high credit score with high debts.
Not high debts, you said?
No, it's high credit. Yes, high credit score and
with high debts. Because
You said high
and debt shared into the marriage.
Shared debt into the marriage.
But now you have that shared debt can be high. Or it can be low.
Because definitely to get that high credit score, you have high debts.
Yeah.
So amekuja na debts. Kama ya?
High credit score means
doesn't mean you have high debts. It means you make that much money to have. You know the people who have.
And you've shown you have a
potential.
reputation where you borrow, pay.
And you are a potential to the bank, man. So they don't just give you because tuli bank leo na kesho alafu tena unapewa 80 million kama loan toka hapa.
You guys remember that one time this famous content creator went viral for borrowing money?
Oh, yeah.
And guys were talking shit about her, but there's someone that came out and said, okay, you're talking shit about this person, but she has a loan for about 20-something M.
At her age.
At her age. For a bank to give you that kind of money at that age.
How much are you earning and giving to
You
that
have to have shown potential to be able to refund that money, you know? But then still, aside from credit scores, you also need to ask yourself, is your partner in the tendency of wale watu wa kuombaomba huku nje? Mnenda in a group setting, a friendship mko na marafiki. Everyone in that group setting, your partner owes them money.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Your partner owes them money.
Hiyo nayo ni on another level.
So before mwanze hiyo marriage, si basi mnaanza
Sasa
kujua uko na deni ya
lakini-
nani niambie. Sitaki aibu.
Na
But it may find out to
kikuficha.
be very embarrassing.
Unamwambia
kikificha.
unasema ukweli juu nikikuja kujua uko na deni ya nani.
At least you try to have the conversation before the marriage.
You are honest with him, so you're like, just tell me uko na deni ya nani.
And let's
Mimi
hope
niko na
he's
deni ya
honest.
And you see like this content
Let's
creator, by the time she went viral, it's because alikuwa ameanza borrowing friends here, a friend there, another friend there. Now everyone has she owes everyone money in the circle. So now it's very embarrassing.
Nakuja nakwambia, "Kai, unajua Makena ako na dini." Hey, hata mimi ako na yangu ya.
Oh my goodness, no.
No, man.
I actually feel like once we get married, we need to sit down and talk to each other and ask each other, who's your go-to if we ever need money. In friendship? Who do you think you can contact? Okay, me, you answer. Me, I answer as well. Then
What
you sit
if
down and
there's
say,
none?
okay. What
You
if there's
stop
none?
being
It's
married.
still okay. We have that one person that we can both go to, that you can go to on
What if
behalf
there's
of us.
none for both of us?
Then we will
now
rely
you
on
know.
banks and circles and we
Yeah.
build a credit score.
Yeah.
But if you don't, if you do have, then I need to know who it is. But not everybody. You can't be going around borrowing everyone money.
True,
You need someone. You only know each other for a few months. You're borrowing them money. No,
Doesn't make sense.
No.
And you tell me hapo kwa deni unaniambia.
Mimi kwanza nataka kujua ni marafiki gani au unaombanga pesa. I
Unaombanga
need to
pesa.
know which friend of yours, so that anytime I see them, hata I know I respect them kidogo, but they're always lending you
Money. So
Anyway.
you're like, hey, respect to them.
Anyway, I think as we conclude, another one is how to deal with family. So
Yeah.
we're assuming it's not those marriages where you met 5 months ago, you've gotten married quickly. Assuming you took
Long
time to know
term.
each other, would you rather this or that super involved in-laws, okay, frequent visits, they're advising you, big family events, or hands-off in-laws, rare contact, we handle our stuff on our own?
Hands off.
Hands off, man.
Hiyo swali ulikuwa unangoja kuulizwa.
Hands off.
Hands off.
Yeah.
I also think hands off.
Yeah, hands off.
No matter
Where
how
will they
good
know-
those in-laws
But,
are.
and no matter how good they are.
They don't have to know your business.
yeah.
It's about you and your family now.
The same way
Not-
when my kids get married, hands off, man.
Hands off.
That's their own issue.
That's their own
Let them
issue.
deal with their
Yeah,
partner.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why are
You don't
they-
want to involve
Yeah.
yourself in their own stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I
And
agree.
the more involvement, the more messy it becomes.
There's
becomes
kwanza
true.
advices. Oh
Yeah,
my
it becomes
goodness.
messy.
Because everyone has their own opinions.
Yeah.
So
We'd
it
rather
becomes-
sit together and solve our own issues than
Issues.
involve the whole.
The whole family, the in-laws.
Even not
whole
even
clan.
families, only involving even your friends. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
It's just
okay,
about
but friends,
two
it
of you.
depends. Actually.
Nah, bro.
Where are you going?
Kwanza
Where are
these
you going
friends-
for advice?
these friends-
Who is your sounding board as a couple?
It's me and my husband, period. We sort it out here.
Okay, I've heard people say this, but at the end of the day,
We sort it
you
out
need
here.
a sounding board. Even you as a couple, you
Then
need a
my
sounding
sister,
board.
bro. But friends, mtakosana siku moja anze kusema unajua niko naniambia nini?
Na kama you don't have a sister who can give you that kind of advice, what if your siblings are like
Then you pray to
unreliable?
Yeah, you just
You
confide
pray
in
to God, please, God, give me that partner
Imagine,
where
huh?
we can sit.
I think everyone needs a sounding board. You and your partner, you need a sounding board. Hopefully someone who's going to drive them back to sanity and not make them more
But now,
insane.
Zaitun Pia, you have to be cautious because these people you're calling
Yeah.
sounding board might be not for you.
For you, true.
Okay.
Now, that's why I'm saying you need to really have a closeness to God so that God gives you the wisdom and sanity to solve your own issues by yourself.
Do you think that is a discussion also you can have with your
Yeah,
partner before you
yeah,
say,
it
I do?
is.
Like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's a very
if we have
important-
problems as a couple and we are married,
How do we go about
how
it?
do we go about it? And at this point in time, we don't know how to, like, to make kosana, like, how do we
handle this?
How do we handle it? I think you need to have that kind of discussion.
Yeah.
Then
Or
don't
rather
go
just
to
go for
therapists
therapy.
nowadays.
Yeah, just go for therapy.
Or therapy.
Yeah.
That's the best
And if
actually.
you can't afford therapy, now what do we do?
We pray.
We become each other therapists.
Okay. But even as you pray, you need to find a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think one last one as we conclude. Family health history, yeah? Know every, would you rather, this or that, know every family health, detail or genetic risks up front, the good, the bad, or only discuss it when it becomes relevant to us or future kids?
Yeah.
Definitely,
Relevant.
this is something that people don't talk about.
Relevant.
Ati mimi nataka
Me, I
kujua.
think I will discuss it when it becomes relevant. Or
Relevant.
like when I see signs and symptoms.
May I want to discuss it before.
Why?
Just to be sure.
It's
Okay, you found your
In
partner.
fact, I even plan on going to get tested with that partner, and we are told how our genetics are in terms of any future risks
yeah.
with kids.
Okay, let me see.
Our
Let me
It's
see.
important
videographer
for us.
is cringing right now. He wants to slap me.
let me say this. Nowadays, it happens. You've seen couples where they are trying to have kids, and afterwards, now when you're going in deep to it, it's when you realize your chromosomes and this one's chromosomes
They're not
do
matching or
not
something.
match. That's why you're not conceiving. But now, will it not look weird when before even you say I want us to know your health history.
Issues.
I
So
want
you want
you
to say
know
if you
us
get
to know.
something,
No, it's
You
very
leave them.
simple. Let me tell you something, guys. The reality is, even once you get married, your partner will probably take up loans and you don't know. Me personally, I intend on every year we still have, or every 2 years we need to check we go to CRB,
That's
confirm how
okay.
things are. That is in terms of, like, if we still have good credit scores, is there between me and you as my partner?
yeah.
Have you found yourself in CRB and I
CRB
don't
and
know,
I don't know.
such things? We need to have that certificate. Even after we've been married. The other thing that I think is very important and people take lightly is that one with genetics. Let me tell you, once you're married, it's not just genetics and it's health. See, every other time you guys will want to get your HIV status taken and your STDs. Do you have STDs? Do you have STIs? Those things you need to get checked and tested. It's necessary. And
Yeah, it
personally, I
is.
will have that discussion and say we need to be having this checked every other year.
Yeah.
Not from a point of distrust. Remember, things like HIV, you can get it from other sources, not just sexual intercourse.
True.
You understand? So the earlier
Which
we know
other
about
sources?
you, McKenna.
Open wound.
And that's why I even know people who take their house managers to get tested because they don't want to hire house managers who have the not to stigmatize,
yeah,
but
or judge someone.
you need to understand
according-
this person also has very young kids, and most likely mtoto ataona akikula kitu atamwambia nipeni kule, hata akunyang'anye kwa mdomo akule.
Na
And
akona
there's no
maybe
matter.
open wound kwa mdomo.
You know, and
I
that's
get it.
saliva exchange and all that. So it's the same way. I
It's
will
just
want
to be
to know
safe.
your genetic composition. Are we at risk of having disabled children? Let us be prepared, psychologically prepared for that. So that even as you engage in sexual intercourse and you plan for a baby, you know that there's a risk you might have an albino child.
Yeah.
You know that there's a risk that you may have a genetically,
I guess, but
you know,
it's
it is important.
It's important to
then
have
you
the
prepare
conversation.
for all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree.
Okay.
It's important.
Okay. I think we are almost at the end of the episode. And as we conclude, I want each one of you to give an advice to someone who's about to say, I do. I'm not about to say I do. I'm just giving you this, we'll give you this advice from off the top of our heads as opinionated girlies in this Nairobi. But we do have a sister who already said her I do's. And I don't know if we should start with her or we start with
But you guys start. I want to hear the advices you're giving people.
me. I'll start by saying exactly what I'm just from saying right here, right now. Don't be afraid to have the difficult conversations with this person before you say I do. Because if you can't have those difficult conversations with that person before, what makes you think you'll have those difficult conversations then after?
So
you know,
just
you're
face
about to
it.
spend a lifetime with this person. have those difficult conversations. Do you want to know their genetic composition? Go get checked. Do you want to know their HIV status? Kwanzaa, you should have been checking every other year
other
while
time.
still dating. Not just, and after you get married, still get checked. You just never know. And it's good to be prepared and it's good to be informed. Then you can make better decisions. That is my advice to you.
Ooh, okay. Wow, do I have an advice? Oh my God.
This girl.
You just learned everything from what we've talked about. So you just pick 1, 2, 3 things from here and just put them into action, Yeah, if it's getting those genetics being tested, get them tested. Having those rough conversations, those hard conversations, have them. All in all, you get married. Get married if you want to get married.
The divorce in 1 year.
Get married.
McKenna.
The advice I can give is not to expect ideal situations.
Ooh. Hey, spoken like
Now
a married
that's how you know
woman.
she's married.
So go into marriage free-spirited and not having, as I said, just don't expect ideal situations. Situations change.
Okay.
Things change. People
There
change.
will be highs and the lows.
There will be highs and lows. So, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, McKenna. Thank you,
Thank you,
Sheldon.
guys.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Hope to see you next time, and do let us know your deal, what you've not touched on, what we have not discussed. Tell us your comments down below.
And
Till
don't
next time.
forget to subscribe, guys. Please give us those subscriptions.
Yes, please. It's free.
Yes.
And do tell us what you need us to change. Add, please don't forget that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, guys. Till next time.
Bye.